They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Chicago Bears. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Kirkpatrick. And his first pass is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here we go. 50, not 50, not 50.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Kirkpatrick. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 4 yards. The gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
84. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 3rd down, Kirkpatrick able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Las Vegas.
Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Raiders.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 3rd down. Kirkpatrick got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Las Vegas, first down.
Throwing on first down. Kirkpatrick. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
At the 33-yard line.
Here we go. 21.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Play action, Garoppolo. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Pinheiro on now for the Bears.
For the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play, Cohen. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They go with Jacobs, and he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. Reception here by Ruggs. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. His throw caught at about the 5. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the gun, Kirkpatrick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now the question, what do you do here? Time's not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Gonna let one fly for Robert, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo escapes the sack. Now he's flushed, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And not much running room. Down to the 32. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 6.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Here we go. 65. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. We don't want this. Shoot!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Going up top. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
He's going to fire one deep over, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
To number 84.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And a Las Vegas first down.
Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Yeah, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Their own 48-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Khalil Mack. Past the 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Kirkpatrick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play. All you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And 4.
Here we go.
Check 55 to Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The Raider 1st down.
Shit! Watch the shit! Let's go, Mike 50! Mike 50!
On 1st and 10, Kirkpatrick got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Here's Jacobs. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Eddie Jackson brought him down. 1st and goal, Raiders.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. As many games as the 2 of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Slack 80.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Number 3.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Here comes Cohen. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 4th down, Kirkpatrick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Room here to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker. Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late? Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
65, 65.
Two.
Watching your five. Watch twist. Mike, 55. Right.
11.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
12.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance, no consistency, and they just took control.